I'm from Liverpool, and so I've come over. I've seen all this controversy that's going on, and I'll be honest with you, I think we all probably miss Bertie now as a Taoiseach. I used to like Bertie. I think anybody who runs a country and still looks like he drives a van is good. There can't be any national leaders around the world who also look like they do a bit of plastering as well. So I always like that. I mean, this new fella you've got, this big fella, this fella with the big head, this other fella. And I mean, I'm not so sure about him. Obviously, he doesn't like old people, so we're going to get rid of him. He's obviously a bit of a dickhead. We don't like him. But I must say one thing that's in his favour. He is the only national leader who, when you look at him, his head is the shape of the country that he represents. That is unique, let's be honest, that is unique. But as I say, I'm from Liverpool, and Liverpool this year we're having a big celebration because we are the European capital of culture. Yeah, I don't know, we were a bit surprised ourselves, to be honest. The people in Venice haven't got over the shock yet. And the thing is, like Liverpool, we've had to re-examine our history because of that. And one of the things that's come out is this union between Liverpool and Ireland, because Liverpool's population expanded after the potato famine, which explains a lot. It does, because Liverpool's obviously the place where all the pissed ones went. You know, if my great-great-granddad hadn't been drunk, I'd be American. It's where all the drunk ones got on the wrong boat, got off at the other side, went, Jesus, mate, it's not that far, is it? And we've always had a strong relationship. I mean, we've got some differences. We've got some differences between Liverpool and Dublin, because in Liverpool, if you've got a horse, it means you're posh. But for me as well, what was good about it is I've emigrated now. I don't live in Liverpool anymore. I live in a place called Manchester, and there's a reason for that. It's because I met a girl from Manchester, and I married her, and I had kids. I had 3 kids. Don't forget the kids. I've got to be honest, I'm loving being here. I mean, Parky's been on, and the last time I did anything that involved 4 women dressed as nuns and cameras, it was an entirely different show, to be honest with you. Well, I just feel privileged to be here, but particularly, as I say, I've got 3 kids, and because I'm from Liverpool and my wife's from Manchester, they're mixed race. Which creates all kinds of problems. It really creates all kinds of problems. And as a parent, and every parent in here will understand, you think you pass things on to your kids in your DNA. You think you don't have to discuss things with them. And what happened with me, I found that this wasn't the case. When my oldest son was 5, I said, I want to take him for his first football kit. I want to take him for his first kit, which for a Scouse dad, that's like a bar mitzvah, taking him for his first kit. That's a rite of passage. So I took him to a shop. His mum said that, you know, if you're going to take him for his first kit, you've got to take him for a pair of shoes as well, because she's a mum and you can't just have fun. So I took him to Clark's to get his feet measured before going somewhere cheaper. Come on, so you don't want them. They've got lights on. Get out to catch fire. Come on, get out. And we walked into a shop, we walked into a sports shop, we walked into a sports shop, and I said, dear son, which kit do you want? And I'd never even had the conversation with him. I said, which kit do you want? And I basically meant home or away. You know, do you want the red or the white one? And he looked at me, he was only 5, with eyes full of innocence. He said, Dad, can I have a Man United kit? Well, I've got to be honest with you, I mean, it's difficult being a parent, particularly in shops, because you have cameras now, so you can't hit them. So I just looked at him. I mean, at that moment in time, I wish he'd have turned around and said, to be honest with you, Dad, I don't like football. I'd rather be a girl and have a pony. But I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to force my opinion on him. I said, come on, son, let's go home and have a chat. And it's amazing how hungry a 5-year-old can get after a couple of days, isn't it? So now I've got 3 boys who live in Manchester who all support Liverpool and are all fast runners. So there's a bonus. And as I say, they're not Manx, they're not Scousers, they're more mousers, really. They live in their own world. So, listen, I'm going to leave you now to the rest of the show. This has been an interesting experience, and I've got to be honest with you, I loved it. I didn't even want to come, to be honest with you. I only came because I bought a flight on Ryanair for £1, and I didn't want to come. I was on my way to Blockbusters to get a DVD, and I thought, well, I'll save a couple of quid and come over to Dublin. But it's been worth it. Thanks a lot for listening. I've been John Bishop. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, John.